Wednesday, the 14th of June. How's it going, everybody? We have just had PPI come out here, pretty soft. The headline figure for month on month for May, negative 0.3 on expectation, negative 0.1, prior positive 0.2. So price producer index really coming in nice and low there. A miss, which is what we were looking for. And, you know, the Fed chit chat will be all about, well, maybe they want to take a pause in this meeting. I'm not even going to get into what I think, because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Net, we're going to just see how the markets trade over this. So without further ado, let's have a look at these markets. And what we have here is oil. Quite a complex picture to be looking at there if you're not if you haven't taken the edge training, but invariably some three levels really to be looking at here. Supports on the 69.84s now. We're balanced up on the session, so 69.84 is supports. Bid to 70.84 is a bit of a dollar move there for oil, and I think we could get up a little bit higher here, a little bit higher. Tests around the 71.03s spot where we've got this red area, and then see what the market.
England to lift bank rate by.
See what the market wants to do at this point, and looking at longs until we get to there. So where would I be long from? Well, really, VWAP support 69.84s, PVAH 69.59s. Few levels to look at there for the longs. Oil's got a lot of work ahead of it, really, to climb out of these lows, though. So, even if we get back to 71, 74s on oil, the market just has a lot of imbalance to the downside. And, we kind of broke down here. When was this? Back on the 8th of June. We broke down from generally kind of a supportive area, this upper area, tried to get back in, couldn't, sold down new lows on the month really at that point. So even if we come back to here, the buyers are going to have to lift us up here big time. So it's a lot of work for the buyers at the moment, and we're just, while we've had we'll say 2 good days so far, there's a lot more work for the buyers to do, so that's oil. Going on Nasdaq, SPOOs, and Dow. The Nasdaq here is working into really what were these peaks back in February 22, April 22. We're about to get back into that zone here for the Nasdaq. So careful if you're buying around 168 halves. That's kind of a place where a lot of people are going to be taking some profits. And sure, if we get up here, and you're already long, say from APAC low, where around we're trading right now, then you're really holding that trade from a good vantage point to see if you can get further run up. But, with FOMC tonight, who knows? If they hike, I think we're coming back. And people are going to be talking about they're surprised they're not cutting. But, don't get me started on people who think we should cut. I mean, really, don't get me going. SPOOs having a little, there you go. There you go. It's finally fixed itself. So, we're up here on the weeklies. Let's see if it fixed itself on the dailies. Hasn't fixed itself on the dailies. Let's go back to the weeklies. And so here we are, testing into this little zone. But I think we can easily push to the 45.86s. But right now, the sellers are kind of working off of the 44.24s. So just, that is kind of in and around here. But I think we're supported from the 44.19s, and we should be able to at least have another go at the 44.27s before seeing if we want to break out or not. Now, the breakout, chances of occurring for the breakout on an FOMC day, pending the statement release tonight, I don't really know. I think we're going to slip back down. See, there's a bit of volume here on the 44.15s. I think we could slip back down here and kind of settle into a sideways range until we get the statement release, and then figure out what we want to do. Do we want to sell down from here, take a pullback, or do we want to kind of romp on to the 45.86s? But either which way, it's not looking likely for us to just sit down here at this point, but we have had a good week so far. Looking at the type of week we've had so far, we're up 2.66%. All right, 2.66% on SPOOs. And the Dow, having some problems with my data, as I said, and the Dow here, I think, be looking for bids off the 34 380s, to come back in and settle sideways before we get the data. I think if we push up to the, up into the, what is this here, 34 483s, we may get rejected and come back down to where we may want to be looking for longs here. But, I don't want to be talking too much about trades I want to take today, because generally I don't want to trade that much in front of this meeting. So, tomorrow will be a better day, I think, to trade. Okay, that's it for me for pre-US. Have a good one. Stay lucky. Cheers.